Welcome and welcome back, survivors. I've got some really exciting news to share with you today. Today's video is jam-packed with mind-blowing updates, and we're not just talking about any regular update here. We're diving into a monumental one, and guess what else? We're also getting our very first event, the turkey trial. But that's not all. I've got some exclusive, jaw-dropping news to share with you, and I'm saving the best for last. So you definitely want to stick around until the end of this video for that. So are you ready to dive into this adventure? Let's jump right in and explore all of the incredible things that we can expect later today. And I promise it's going to be epic. All right, first things first, we are getting our first holiday event with ASA. This is the first time we've had any type of, holiday event since the launch of Ark Survival Ascended. I am very excited. I really appreciate the fact that Wildcard took the time this time to actually test it out before they put it out for all of us to experience, because I don't know if you remember what it was like when the turkeys first launched. They were clearly not tested. They were too OP, and they were literally wrecking people's bases and demolishing every dinosaur in a base. It was kind of surreal. So I genuinely appreciate the fact that Wildcard is taking this extra step to ensure that things run a lot smoother. I think things will go a lot better because of it. But later today, we are getting our first event. Are you excited? Is it going to be something great? We don't know, but hopefully this is the start of our holiday events and community engagement in an entirely different way. So I'm very excited for that later today. Now let's move into talking about this monumental update that we are getting. This is going to fix so many issues. As you know, we played on official for several weeks before we got our own server, so we experienced a lot of these things that they're fixing. So I am so grateful that this is getting updated, but we also have to be patient because we don't know with this type of update what else could go wrong, because it's happened many times before where we get these massive updates and they're not, anticipating something else going wrong, and then we're like, hey, what about this? So let's hope for the best, and let's hope that this really does improve the quality of life that we are dealing with when we're playing on the servers, because unofficial, honestly, it was truly unplayable, and we gave it our all. We really tried, but seeing this, maybe now official would be much better. So I'm not going to read every single thing on here because there is a lot, but I'm going to talk about the key things that I experienced personally, and these are being updated. So I did see a lot of stuff about the tech force field, so I'm really glad that they're focusing on that. They're also fixing the dino attacks where they appeared jittery on the server. I experienced that. It was really frustrating. They're also fixing the unconscious players sinking into the ceilings and the floors. I personally dealt with that, where I got stuck in the floor and we had to literally remove the ceiling to get me out because I couldn't get up. I was stuck completely because I had been offline and then I got online. So that was really frustrating. They're also fixing the Thyla AI, so now it correctly jumps, more consistently, because when we got our Thyla on official, we got to see that in action. It was very broken. It was not working right. Another thing that I'm really excited about is the basal attacks. We're not registering when the server was under stress, so we got a really high level basal, and Beast was out in the water and he was like, why am I not hitting anything? Why is nothing working? And so he literally brought it back into our water base and just dropped it off. He was like, okay, this isn't working. Now this was unofficial, and it was awful. When the server was full, the stress of everything was causing so many problems. So honestly, to see that being fixed, I am so grateful. They also fixed the flyer landing jitter, because that was really frustrating. That was happening so much. The other thing that I really appreciate, which was so annoying on official, the grass would be sticking through the ceilings and the structures even though you cleared it all out. And I don't know if you guys dealt with it as well, but on official, when I would log in, all of the rocks and the trees and everything would be back literally inside our base, inside our building, and I would be stuck there until it all went away. And sometimes that would last like a minute. I would literally be standing there like a minute, even longer, waiting for everything to finally like register that wasn't supposed to be there. So I am definitely excited to see all of those things being fixed. And they're actually fixing something really important that people were using regularly to grieve. The Rinio picking up enemy creatures. People were picking up enemy creatures and then going and hiding them on the map. We heard stories on our official server about stuff like that happening. We personally didn't experience it, but we did hear about it. So seeing it on this list, that is really wonderful, because that should have never been happening. Because I mean, on PvE, if you've ever played PvE, you know how often people grieve. So by having that available to be able to do that, oh no, that's not good. The other thing that I'm really happy about seeing here is the eggs sinking into the floor upon the server restart. We dealt with that. So seeing that being fixed, oh, that's going to be so much better. Another thing that I'm really happy about seeing is they fixed the raft that sometimes rubber bands when a dino is in close proximity to the driver. Beast actually dealt with that as well, and he was like, why am I rubber banding? This happened on official and it was ridiculous. So to see that being fixed, oh, I'm so happy about that. Another thing is they are fixing being able to place doors that are clipping into the terrain. I saw that as well. The other thing is they fixed the color placement on the large wall being backwards, because I did see that because I was in our base painting. They're also fixing the placement of walls on the sides of foundations and the placement of pillars on fence supports. This is going to make building a lot easier, because we were dealing with that, trying to navigate how weird and wonky it was, but that looks really good that it's being fixed. They also fixed the Theory and the Raptor being able to harvest small dinos. I dealt with that. I couldn't figure out why I couldn't actually harvest small dinos on the Raptor when we first got our Raptor. I was like, what is happening here? Why is it not picking up what, is right in front of me? So I am so thankful to see that as well being fixed. So survivors, which of these updates do you feel is going to make your gameplay a whole lot better? We have been through so much since the release of Ark Survival Ascended, whether you're playing on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation. There has been a lot that we all have had to deal with, and the quality of life on the servers was just terrible. It really was just terrible. It was not playable in so many ways. So seeing these fixes definitely, gives me hope for the future, and really, will make things so much better, because it's disheartening, when you work so hard and things go haywire and you lose all that progress, especially when you're on official with official rates. I mean, you feel that at the core of your soul, like I just wasted 4 hours of my life and I accomplished nothing. It's kind of like that. So out of all of these fixes, which ones are you really looking forward to? I would love to hear from you in the comments below. And last but not least, we got some great news that's coming very soon. So Dolly confirmed she got the question about the tame limit, because we know we are restricted with our tame limit. If you are trying to do an egg farm, that is really challenging with this, tame limit. And she says this, oh, I'm so excited. She says, as far as tame limits go, we hear you. Hence, pivoting to prepping cryos earlier than we'd previously planned. We should be good in a couple of weeks, pending any unexpected issues, right? But then she goes on to say this. So they asked her again, when cryos? And she goes, haha, programmers are working on them now. I'd be surprised if it's longer than 3 weeks personally. Should be less, pending any unexpected nonsense programmers may encounter. We are getting our cryos back. This is huge. This is monumental. I am so excited, especially with the conditions of the official servers. If you play official, this might save you. It might actually, not be great, because, if you get kicked out of the game and you land and your body's unconscious, somebody can, take what's in your inventory. They can kill your body and take what's in there. But looking beyond that truth, this is wonderful. I am so excited. This is going to make things so much easier for transporting dinos. By the new year, let's hope, by the new year, the Cryos are back in the game. I am so happy. This was such good news. When I saw this in Discord, I was like, woohoo! Literally so excited. So are you excited? What do you think about this update? Please let me know. I want to hear from all of you. I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. How is all of this making you feel? Do you feel like there now is possibly hope for better gameplay, a better arc experience? You know, hopefully everything continues to move in this direction where things are being fixed in a positive manner. But again, let me know what you're feeling, what you're thinking. So that's all I've got for you, survivors. Thank you so very much for watching. If you haven't already done so, please be sure to like and subscribe and turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of our future videos. Until next time, survivors, keep surviving.